Hey, just an FYI, if you guys are painting targets or pretty much anything else, this paint is legit. This is the best paint I've ever used. And I've been buying the whatever cheapy Walmart bulk spray paint because I'm just shooting it off anyway. This stuff is where it's at. This 2X coverage, all you do is just two tiny little squirts, total covered again. And it dries faster. Walmart stuff, you're just like, nothing's happening, it doesn't cover everything. This stuff is legit. I have other colors at home. The black, it just blacks over everything. I was trying to cover some overspray of this white with like Walmart black, and I couldn't even get it to cover the overspray. Normally always like a Krylon guy. I always thought like Rust-Oleum was for my dad for spraying rusty bumpers or something. But this stuff is awesome. So if you need to paint stuff, especially targets, go get some of this Rust-Oleum 2X. It's pretty cheap. It's like $6 compared to a lot of the other paints that, where I live at least, that are like, you know, 8 to 10, and it works excellent. All right, welcome back. RangeVlog. RangeVlog. Figured I'd give you a little tour of my setup today here at the range, what it looks like for me to come film these videos for you. So without further ado, here's an inside look. First off, I ride up the mountain on my motorcycle. This is one of many, but this is my KTM 456 days, and it'll take you anywhere you want to go. And ride it up the mountain, and I come here to the range, and in this direction you'll start to see the targets. This kind of alleyway along the top of the mountain here, you can see the afternoon clouds coming in. There's no wind right now. And then I walk through this path under this great big huge banyan tree, and here is my rock wall shooting position number 1. Probably kind of recognize that. So that is my bench. So when I'm doing my bench rest, this is what I'm sitting on. And I put all my magazines and chronographs and stuff there. There's a couple of range flags, and then you can see the lane. This is the 110 yard position, and the rock wall that you guys are used to seeing down there, that one's at 62 yards from this position. I have other positions. I have another rock here. Just adds about 10 yards.
52, 967, 963.
And it's, you can kind of see out of these tree branches here, I made a kind of a shooting box. So that gets me a little bit more range. You see the great big banyan tree here in the jungle. Not too shabby, huh? And then I actually have a little lane here. You guys have probably seen in a couple videos of me shooting mongoose on the other side. I've shot other creatures in that area. And then if you go past the shooting box and you navigate through the giggle weeds, get some different zooming here. Whoa, and climb up over all these rocks, get rid of all these humongous spider webs. Probably some kind of a damn tarantula looking cane spider or something. A little overgrown at the moment, but here is my other bench rest. So this gives me another 30 yards or something. So there's the one when it's kind of too hot outside, I go underneath the big tree, And then there's the shooting box one. And then there's this one. And so that's my seat. That's my bench. And then I put all my magazines and stuff down here. See a thumbtack from one of the papers. So that's my shooting bench. Now we navigate down the path here. These are not small rocks. I'm just hiding all over in the bushes and they roll around. Big old lava rocks. Go back over and I'll show you my gear setup. So you already saw a motorcycle. And I've got this, I bring my guitar with me when I go shooting so that all the weirdos on the street don't cry that, you know, what they see. So I'm just going to play a music festival. And, open up my backpack here. This is a big backpack. And inside I got my tripod. This is my music stand, we'll call it. And my sandbag. It's heavy fill, so this isn't light. And so we go throw that on there. You used to seeing that. And it's very hot in the jungle, so that's about a minimum for you to drink. Got some fresh cans of spray paint, and we got a new color. I was thinking that this might pop in the grass there. Might be able to see my targets a little bit better for you, the guys that complain about not being able to see my hits.
1095.
And down in here, we have my Walmart ammo can, and it sits about right there. And when we open it up inside, this is where the magic happens. We've got stock magazine, which I usually use for slugs. It works a little bit better for slugs. We've got rangefinder. Got just a pair of pliers because you never know when you're going to need those. I've got a rod for knocking out any kind of like double feed jam that won't come out. It's just actually it's a caulking rod. It's an FX Maverick caulking rod. I just put a little piece of tape on it, so when I slide it down the board, it's not digging up on anything. Then in here, we've got some 20 grain slugs. We've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 magazines that are all labeled with different kinds of pellets in them. I don't ever use that, so I should probably take it out, but we got some lens wipes. Got my, my little notebook for kind of writing down settings in, miscellaneous kind of drill bits and stuff so I can drill holes for targets. Got a can of Premiers. These are actually FX pellets. Got some 25 AEAs. Miscellaneous tape wrap around my barrel or something like that. Black tape. Got some twine in there for hanging cans. New screwdriver to the addition for the Huma regulator, which I do not like that flathead crap. I wish they'd get rid of it. Huma pen. I'm using my notebook. Black Sharpie. Always need a black Sharpie. And miscellaneous little tools and things in here. Scope mounts or whatever. And I use this copper colored Sharpie like when I'm when I find index marks or something for my barrel, because it stays on. It's more permanent than the black ones. We come over here to my guitar. We're gonna play some music to my ear. In pouch number 1, I've got an old iPhone that I use for the chronograph. I'll show you where it sits. Finally, it sits right there, and so I'm shooting off the bag here, and I can just watch it. And then I've got a 1.6 liter bottle, and that has an extended deal on it, and that usually sits about right here. It's got this neoprene case on it so it doesn't get banged up on the rocks. Normally it fits in there a little better than that. And then that tethers up to my gun. We got some shooting C's. And if I don't have the big bottle, these this is in case I shoot a critter that I'm gonna eat. But I use these AR mag holders for spare bottles. And then do a quick zip up on that. These are kind of miscellaneous. I usually have pocket knives and stuff in there. These often put the chronograph in here. I think there's wrenches in it at the moment. Inside here, I've got this tube that I can mount on the side of my gun for the chronograph. If it's not working real well, that gets it out towards the end of the barrel without weighting the end of the barrel. And then inside, we got my gun. It's got the little bottle on it right now. Kind of looks purple in the sun. And then a 700 bottle, a 580 bottle. So it's got the 300 on it. This is the scope cam. It's already got the mag in it because I thought I was gonna shoot some pest birds as I was going out the door. And I usually have a little piece of tape on the bottom here with my my current setting on it and which power wheel I'm shooting which projectiles. So this is not exactly right at the moment. But anyway, I haven't peeled it off yet. You can see I got some silicone spray on there because things like to rust real quick here in the very humid jungle. Got miscellaneous wrenches in here just so I don't forget them. This is a little, group measure thing. That stuff kind of just stays in there. Let's see. Like I said, here in the top, I actually kind of converted this. I drew these music notes on there just to make it look more like a bag. You can see there's a Home Depot knife for stabbing things in the head. And then you can put a tin of pellets, drop it into this, cut one of these shipping things for pellets. And so you can just drop your tin of pellets in there, and then mags in here, bottles in here, gun inside. But I carry so much more stuff and camera equipment when I'm coming up here for you guys. And then actually back to this bag, I got a gate at the house, so I have to have a gate opener. Go into the side pockets. I've got a battery pack with iPhone and USB-C for charging the chronograph and the cameras and stuff because it uses tons of energy when I'm out here recording for you guys because it's sometimes hours of footage that I got to cut down. This is a GoPro. It can be used as a selfie stick. It can also be used as it's obviously a tripod. Got some sunscreen dangling off the side there. And this side, I've got my hunting knife because I often have to stab things out here. And I've got the other part of the tripod. And that's it today. I actually have a lot more stuff with me sometimes. Over here under the tree, I got the corner inside there. There's targets in the crux of the tree. Got some spare cans to shoot at. All my spare spray paints. I've got pig piss. That's in case I'm all stinky and sweaty from shooting out here and I have to go hunt. I spray that in the air and spray piss on me and stuff so I can walk around and sneak up on. The main thing with the pigs is their nose. Their eyesight is shit. Their nose is extremely good. You have to hunt them downwind, at least here in the jungle. It's a lot of sticks and brush and there's a lot of stuff for them to hide. And hunting in the jungle, you do not get shots that are very far away. A lot of stuff that I haven't uploaded, YouTube fucking hates me. I hate Google and they can go eat a mean weenie. So I don't upload a lot of stuff. I literally have the gun in one hand and the knife in the other because sometimes I'm so close I can't shoot. Freeze like a tree. As long as you're downwind, sometimes they won't even know and they will literally like damn near walk between your legs. Eat this guy. Eat him. Okay? Eat the bird. It's kind of like watching Rambo. So maybe someday I'll film me jumping on the back of one of them for you guys with a knife. For now, you guys are just getting pellet gun shooting. It's kind of a look at the range. Looks like when it's all spread out, and then I have this position, that position, and the one behind it to shoot from. And technically I probably could set up way down there. If I set up down there, that will get me, I'd have to cut a couple limbs off this bush, but I believe that would get me a full 200 yards. And so I walk down my little path here. This is the 11 yard. And you can see the pigs come in here at night and they dig up the road. This is the 20. That is the 25. This is all pig dig. And what you guys can't see is that's deep. I mean, they dig. And they dig these huge rocks out of the ground, and then you can't mow. So my friend that has it, he can't mow this anymore because there's too many pigs right now. So hiding in the grass, we got Mr. Rabbit at 35, maybe 34, 35. This is my little tree thing that I made. You can kind of take the wood apart and configure it different ways. I just drilled holes in here to drop the little spinners in, and other little holes so I can drop the poppers. And I got this old piece of, I don't know, it's a leaf spring or something, and it's really tough. You could shoot that thing with probably anything. And sometimes in the videos you guys see my spinners don't spin. It's because I wrap these behind them and I put a rubber band on them. And so when the targets hit, they go whack, and they'll whack this thing, and they won't spin, so I can shoot them faster. They kind of reset themselves a little faster. So I just do that, but the rubber bands break when I shoot them sometimes, and the sun rots them. Elephant grass and cane grass and I don't know, just big ass grass grows really, really fast. Mr. Squirrel, you can see it's really hard to find spots to put targets in the ground because this ground is solid rock. You can see all the little premieres all over the ground from splattering them, and Mr. Squirrel's squirreliosis there. And over here,
who is the gopher's ally? His friend, the harmless squirrel and the friendly rabbit. I'm gonna use you two guys to do my dirty work for me.
you can see with only 1 power and 3 power, I couldn't really get to Mr. Rabbit very well yesterday. But anyway, he was really wounded. And then this rock wall is what I use to sight in for different pellets and stuff, because it's a really big flat surface. You can see it whack, so you can see all the slugs and pellets and stuff and kind of embedded into it. And then here, this is also kind of a little modular thing. You can set up multiple spinners on it. And then this was, I was kind of using as my stop plate. This is an electrical cover, and you can shoot those with the really low power stuff, but you can't shoot them with powerful stuff. And then, so this is 80 yards from my second rock bench, 62. And then this grass just gets deeper and deeper. You can barely even see the other end of the range here. It's a big old hole. You break your ankle in from the pigs dug. So you can you'll be sneaking through here and headed to the range. And you guys have seen this in other videos where it didn't look like this. Another huge hole pigs dug. And pop out on the other side. And a lot of these avocado trees. A lot of the reason why the pigs like to hang out here. And then you got an ocean view. We're at about 1,200 feet above the ocean right now. It's pretty much straight up. And then this is a tailgate from a utility trailer. And then I have a piece of steel that was cut off a crane that I have in there. And then I have that frying pan that you guys have seen in other videos. And then these are the cans that are, if I'm at that back position, that I shoot. And they're between 100 or 100 and basically 127 yards. So that's me sending premieres and knockouts and stuff through them. And back there I have another piece of a crane. It's like 5/8 thick steel, but it's getting buried. That grass is like 10 feet tall, and it happens real quick. But lots of pigs like to pop out in this area, dig holes. So yeah, you can see, can't even see back. Okay, so that's gonna be a video all on its own because I imagine it's probably close to 20 minutes long, but that's what you guys see me do. Look at this grass. It's just huge, and there's dozens and dozens of hogs and mongoose and all kinds of crap that live in there. And they just pop out and dig big holes in the ground like this. And you break your ankles in like that. Yeah, monarch butterflies. Look at this grass behind me. That's literally like 14 feet tall. So it's pretty wild. And it grows about 9 inches a day. So it's almost impossible for people to stay on top of it. But there's all these pretty cool trees in here, and palms and all kinds of things with really nasty razor sharp thorns, and coffee, and this is the Hawaiian tea, not the tea that you drink, but coffee plants. And anyway, so yeah, so that's a grand tour. No shooting in this video. Next video will be shooting.